Hi there, my name is Jasmine. I've lost my man in books, and today I'm taking part in the PJday-athon, a 24-hour readathon, which is hosted by Meg with Books and Rachel Marie's Book Journey. But something's still wrong here, right? So I definitely gotta change. Way better. I've got my tea, I've got my books, I've got my candle, I've got my PJ, so let's get into this readathon. For the PJday-athon, I'm trying to finish Queer, a Graphic History by Meg John Barker and Julia Shealy. I will continue reading Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. And I'm starting When the Moon Was Ours by Anna-Marie McLemore. If you have read any of those books, let me know what you thought of them. My first priority will be to Queer, a Graphic History, as this is a book that I'm reading because I want to, but also it fits to a course that I'm taking at uni, so why not combine two things in one? I let my hair down again because it's way more comfortable, and I'm in the middle of my first reading sprint of this readathon. Still reading the Queer Graphic History, and I'm on page 108 of, let's see, 173, and so far I got a bit tapped that I can use in my paper about femininity in comic books, and learned so much, and this is written in such a nice, understandable, cohesive way. You can just grab the book and flip through it or read it in one go, so I totally do recommend picking this book up. So it's close to 6 p.m. for me, and therefore 5 p.m. in the UK, from which time zone the PJday-athon is hosted. And therefore I'm joining in another reading sprint on Twitter and giving my best to get a few more pages done. I have now started When the Moon Was Ours, and I hope that I will enjoy it as much as I expect it to be. But that sentence that makes zero sense, but whatever, semantics. So now it's the day after. I have finished 2 of the books of my TBR, and in one I did make quite good progress, and I wanted to talk a bit about those books. Queer Graphic History, I rated this 3.5 stars because it's a solid read. You get a vast amount of information, but for my taste it was a little bit flat, but the author put quite a bit of additional information or recommendations in the back of the book, so I would say it's a great basis and a nice book to get more into it, get a broad overview, and I would recommend it. When the Moon Was Ours was honestly one of the best books that I've read this year so far, and it was only 9, but I would say it will be one of my favorites of the year. The book is about Miel and Sam and how they both find their own identities and their sense of self. It's an LGBT novel, and there are quite some instances of triggering content. I will link my list of trigger warnings or content warnings for book down below, and up here I think it's on this side. And so you can look up what triggers I found and read up if there is anything that you're uncomfortable with reading. Find out if this book might contain something of this, but otherwise go and give it a read. You will love this book. I read it in one go and I loved it a lot. The last book in which I read is Good Omens. I made quite a bit of progress, but I kind of have a hard time of reading it. I fear this is because of Terry Pratchett's writing. I have read American Gods, The Monarch of the Glen, and Norse Myths by Neil Gaiman, and each of those was quite fluent for me, so probably it's because of Pratchett's writing. During the readathon I filled out my first real spread in my reading journal, which is this simple dotted journal that I got from Amazon and this beautiful sticker with a Hamilton reference, which I got on Redbubble. Not sponsored, by the way. And yeah, that's the book entry that I made. I hope you enjoyed my reading, vlog, TBR, whatever recap, and if so, leave a like, comment whether you took part in the PJday-athon, and I would love to hear from you in the comments and maybe even see you in my subscriber list. Bye!